I'm pleased to introduce our first student speaker, Hannah Coe from the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management. Hannah Coe is graduating from the Mechanical Engineering Department. She has been involved in numerous campus programs and activities and has maintained a Dean's List academic standing since beginning at Oregon Tech in 2012. Hannah is an active member of several clubs, including ASME, philosophy, and women's rugby. They're tough, by the way. She was also selected to participate in the new Leadership Oregon Women's Program at PSU last year, where she cultivated an interest in a relationship between technology and public policy. Hannah plans to begin an internship at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratories and later pursue a master's degree in research and development. Please welcome Hannah Coe.
Thank you, Dr. Maples. I'm excited to be here. Can I get an amen? Yeah, good. I've been told it's incredibly rare to see an engineering student in front of a podium like this. And you're witnessing something spectacular here too, because I'm one of the only girls here. We've only got about 5 in 30, so it's pretty good. I will do my best, though, not to alienate the majority of you by using technical jargon, and I will repress the urge to use graphs to represent what I want to say. I had no intention of staying here for more than a year. I transferred to Oregon Tech from University of Alaska in my home state, with the hopes of moving somewhere more populated and exciting. This was my short opportunity to take a break before returning to graduate. So if someone had told me I'd be speaking here at Commencement, I certainly would not have believed them. Yet here I am, graduating an OWL, because this small and surprising institution grabbed hold of me and kept me here. They say big things come in small packages. And as a school of no more than 4,500 students, Oregon Tech is no exception. This community brings forth incredible things, like an 87% job placement, Miss Oregon, energy independence via our geothermal plant and solar array, a competitive and accomplished Formula SAE team, and incredible academic programs at a fraction of the tuition required by other universities. But it's not just the numbers that make Oregon Tech. It's looking up from your circuit's homework to see Pac-Man chasing a ghost through the Pervine the day before TechCon. It's starting your morning with a hilarious OTB vlog on those hard-to-wake-up Saturday mornings. It's having the opportunity to travel to an awesome engineering conference despite having to listen to your thermodynamics professor sing along to the radio for 18 hours in one weekend. It's the soothing sound of crickets chirping in the halls of the castle. It's the endless nights bunkered down with your Nerf gun, wondering if zombies have wiped out the last of the humans. It's going to Waldo's on Wednesday and seeing everyone you know. Oregon Tech isn't special because of a place or a time, because in reality, Oregon Tech is its people. These incredible people that make our school unique have accomplished so much. I see in these rows medical students who study day and night for exams and practicals. I see communications students who meticulously researched and edited every essay and project. I see engineering students who have given up on sleep and a social life for days on end to make sure their project is completed and running smoothly. The road to this podium has been, for so many, a long and laborious one. Perhaps having only traveled as far as the rest of you, I am not at liberty to offer advice with any real credibility. But before we part ways at this crossroads, I want to leave you with a few thoughts that I often repeat to myself as I found them to be true. The first is never lose your desire to learn. If you're like me, you begin to realize pretty quickly that in adult life, the more you know, the less you think you know. Some lessons really do get forced on you, but for the most part, the difference between college and thereafter is that today, after today, the bulk of the responsibility for learning falls to you. You have to drive into it instead of being dragged through it by your instructors. So find what drives you. Second, always give people a chance. You never know who is going to be significant. Acquaintances can become your best friend, Casual conversations can become job opportunities, and everyone you meet has a role to play in your life. The marvelous thing about Oregon Tech is that at every turn, there are people holding doors open, each giving me a chance to walk through. Independence is valuable, but nobody gets here alone. Not just because the task is difficult, but also because sometimes we cannot see what we are capable of. Surround yourself with positive lenses to get the clearest view of yourself. Third, take every opportunity that piques your interest. You never know what is going to be significant. I showed up in this town with $20 in my pocket and no idea what I was doing. In the last 2 years, though, I've managed to learn samba, play rugby, join the school paper, learn to weld, present for a competition at 2 conferences, travel to at least 5 different states, and be a commencement speaker, just to name a few. I'm amazed when I think about the tiny windows of opportunities that resulted in each thing I've done. If you don't keep your eyes open and prepare to jump through them as they appear, you just might miss out on a world of experience. And finally, remember that struggles are both temporary and necessary. You won't remember the way that your body felt after a week of eating ramen at the end of the term because you have no financial aid money left for real food. You won't remember how you felt at 3 a.m. finishing the report on 12 cups of coffee. You won't remember the sensation in each of those moments that you once thought were the end of the world. What you will remember is what came of it. You will remember that you aced that class or that you nailed that report, and you'll have stories to go along with the memories. With every struggle, we learn what our limits are. And more often than not, we surprise ourselves with what we're able to pull through. To the people who have pushed and pulled me and helped me to grow, I cannot express my gratitude. Thank you to the entire MMET department, to all the staff at the Edge, to my fellow ruggers, to my NLO sisters, to my roommates, and most of all to my family, for seeing my potential when I could not, for filling my life with joy, and for giving me the love and encouragement that got me here today. To my fellow graduates, this is just the beginning. You know nothing, but that means you get to learn forever. And in all this wonderful learning, we won't remember our failures, we won't remember our stress, and we won't remember the late night frustration. The 2 things that we'll remember most are our accomplishments and our relationships. What we really learned in everything is the ability to overcome. So continue to challenge yourself, feel free to fail, and keep moving forward. Congratulations, class of 2014. I'm proud to be amongst your ranks, and I wish you all the best.
Well done, Hannah. Thank you. I am now pleased to welcome Joshua Varner.